Okay, today we are going to be looking at a third grade word problem that deals with adding a 3-digit number and a 2-digit number. The word problem is, Sam ordered 84 toy cars for a local toy drive. George orders 139 more toy cars. How many total toy cars will be at the toy drive? The way I'm going to work out this problem is by using base 10 blocks. So what that looks like is there we go. Now we need to remember that where's the camera? This unit represents 1, and these longs represent 10 units, and they are equal to 10 units. And this flat represents 10 longs or 100 units. So in this word problem, George orders 139 toy cars. So we are going to represent that number with 139 total units. So we have 1 flat, 3 longs, and 9 units. And Sam orders 184 toy cars. And we will represent that with units also. Okay. So in this, we are going to first look at the ones place, which is right here, and add those. So we have 9 and 4. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And we know that 10 units equal 1 long. So we are going to regroup and exchange these 10 units for 1 long and put that in the correct place value, which is the tens place. Next, we are going to look at the tens place value, which is represented by longs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we know that 10 longs equal 100 units, which is also equal to 1 flat. So we're going to regroup and take these 10 longs and exchange them for 1 flat. So now we can look at our problem after we are done adding all the units, and we know that there are 223 total toy cars. And that can be represented in an algorithm, just like we did with our units. We showed that we regrouped, and there are now 3 single units and 1 10 unit that was added to the tens place. And 8 10 units plus 3 10 units and another 10 unit is 12 10 units total. But we regrouped and added in another flat, so now there are 2 flats, which is equal to 200 units. And we know that there were 223 toy cars at the toy drive. One misconception that students have with adding and regrouping is that they they forget to put the numbers in the correct place value. Sometimes students, instead of putting the regrouping and putting the 1 up here, they'll just stick it right here by this 3, or they'll do it with a 12. They'll put a 1 in between the 2 2s, and that is something that is a misconception with students. Okay, today we are going to be working on a 3rd grade word problem that looks at elapsed time. The word problem is, Ben went to the grocery store at 10:30 a.m. He spent 3 hours and 15 minutes at the grocery store. What time did he leave the grocery store? One misconception that students have with time is that they confuse base 60 with base 10, so they don't remember to regroup at 60. They try to do it at 10. Another misconception is AM and PM. After 12 o'clock, students tend to go to 13 o'clock or 14 o'clock, and they don't remember to go back to 1 o'clock and change to either AM or PM. At this word problem, we're going to be looking at a linear model. Ben starts off and goes to the grocery store at 10:30 a.m. And ideally in this classroom setting, the students will have been working with time a little bit, so we can jump from 10:30 to 11:30, and that is 1 hour. So we're going to put 1 hour down here. Then we're going to jump another hour to 12:30 p.m. And it's really important to point out that you are going from a.m. to p.m. And to just talk about that, students get confused with a.m. and p.m. because they are told that p.m. is in the evening or at night, but they usually go to bed and real earlier than when it changes to a.m. It's just a confusing concept for children, so it's important to talk about that with them. So we're going to go from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. and that's the 3rd hour. And from 12:30 p.m., we're going to jump to 15 minutes. And 1:30 plus 15 minutes will give us 1:45. So Ben left the grocery store at 1:45.